This is Tracy from GiftBasketappeal, and we're going to be turning this Patron bottle into a really pretty fall decoration. So let's get started. So I'm going to start by painting my bottle, and I'm going to be using this really pretty rich color. It's a brown, but it's also metallic. It's called chocolate brown, and it's from FolkArt, so I'm going to be using this. And I thought this would look really nice, especially when I add in the flowers. I think it's all going to blend in. I'm also going to be using some Bling wrap from the Dollar Tree, or diamond wrap it's called. And I've got some in this green, this soft green, and some gold. So we'll see how that works. And I'm also going to be filling it with all of these lovely fall foliage. Look how pretty those colors are. And you may have seen me use this in a wreath project. So I'm first going to start by painting my bottle. And we'll see how well the coverage comes out on this. So I'm going to just go up to the neck here because I want to add my bling right around here. So I'm going to be painting just up to the neck. And I've noticed when I paint my bottles, each one is different. So sometimes you just don't know which one is going to need one coat or two coats. And the paints are different too. I know the white paint gives me a lot of coverage, but some of these I may have to do more than one coat. I'm just smoothing it on. And also just to let you know, when I finish painting these, in order to help the paint hold, I do finish it off with a gloss. So let me just show you that real quick. I'm going to have an acrylic sealer, and this is Aleene's acrylic sealer gloss finish. So I'm going to be using this too. And so I am going to go ahead and apply one coat first, and then if I need another coat, I'm going to let this dry, and if I need another coat, which it looks like I will because I really want this to be covered all the way, I'll come back and I'll show you what it looks like. This is how it looks with the one coat on it. So it's not too bad, but I'm not sure if you can see that on camera. I can actually see through it a little bit. So I want it to be really fully covered so it looks nice and rich. But this looks really good too. But I'm just going to put on one more coat, and then I'm going to let it dry, and I'm going to apply my acrylic gloss sealer. So I don't want to forget this because I want this to stay. Okay, so my bottle is all dry, and look how pretty that is. And the paint itself, the metallic paint, was already shiny, and once I put the acrylic sealer on top of that, once I sprayed it, it just really locks in everything, and it gives the piece more of a shine. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start decorating it. And I thought about doing it with this, and to me it just blends in a little bit too much. But I mean, it would still work. It would look really pretty, just having that gold on gold. And then I saw this one with the green. So I want to mix up the color a little bit. I think the green goes well, and it'll go with the flower arrangement that I'm going to put in here as well. However, before I do that, look at this. This jute twine, I think, would be really nice around it also. So let me start with the jute twine. I really like it, so I'm going to do it with that. But just to give you different ideas that you can do. And you can do this same technique with painting the bottle. You can do the same thing on any kind of bottle. And so I'm just taking some Mod Podge because I love the way the Mod Podge adheres to the glass. So because it's a glue base, you can use this to adhere stuff to it. So this is just some Mod Podge I'm putting around here, and then I'm going to add that twine. And I like the twine because it gives kind of a rustic feel to it. Okay, and I'm just going to take my twine and start wrapping it around. And I may need more on there, let's see. And the nice thing about Mod Podge, it dries clear. And so this paint, this metallic paint, I think it was about maybe 90 cents, maybe $1 to $1.50 at Walmart. But I really like it. Okay, so I'm just kind of wrapping this around. And this is also some jute twine from Dollar Tree. And this jute twine goes really good for like for fall decor. You know, between that and the burlap really works well. So you see, I'm just kind of wrapping it around, and I'm just going to layer it kind of. I'm going to leave some space at the top because I want to put a little bit of bling around there. So I'm just going around and around with it. And if you want, you could use a spray paint also, if you want to spray paint your bottle. So that's just another option. Whatever works for you. And see, I'm not even being really neat with this, but I want that extra texture on there. Okay, and that's what it looks like so far. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so now I'm going to take just a little bit of this and I'm just going right over the top of it, right around the top area there. See if I can measure that off. Make sure I got that right. And that's going to look really pretty. It really complements, those colors really blend in together very well. So, and I'm just going to take a little bit more Mod Podge and just attach it to here. Or you can use whatever glue. If you have like a tacky glue, it will work. And so if you see this diamond wrap at Dollar Tree, you better grab some up because it's going, with the holidays coming, everybody's going to be looking for that bling. And so I just went around just the top part of it. Oh, and I don't want it to be this thick. Let's see. I'm just going to cut off a little bit of this. And I keep all of my pieces of bling. Because I feel like I could use them in some smaller projects. I'm just going to hold that on there for a little bit. See that? And that's going to dry clear, so don't worry about that glue that's right there. It'll dry. So we are almost there. And I may have to use my glue gun just a little bit on here. Always got my glue gun fired up and ready to go. Yeah, so you could always use your glue gun. That was easier. Okay, so I'm just going to let that dry just for a moment. I'm going to add some more bling to this. I want more bling on mine. And you don't have to do that. If you want to leave it like this, you can. And it looks really pretty. but I do want to add something else to it. So I want to use some of this green bling kind of going down the sides here, just like this. Let me show you what that looks like. Okay, just like that. I really like the way that looks. Now if I want, I've done this on another bottle. It was a napkin creation I did with a bottle, same type of bottle, and I came down the sides like this. And I actually like that. I think I'm going to go down the sides. So I'm going to just measure this off. Yep, I'm going to go down the sides of it. I like it better like this. See how you just can change midstream? But us crafters can do that. So I am going to measure out 4 of these for each side. And I'm really loving the colors of this. And this is going to go on the windowsill of my bathroom. And once I add those flowers in there, it's going to be really pretty. I can see it already. So don't be afraid to change up things a little bit. I mean, I had an original picture in my mind, and that picture has changed, and that's okay. And this would make a nice gift also for someone. I'm just measuring these out like this. And I am going to use, let's see, do I want to use Mod Podge or do I want to use my glue gun? Or do I want to use both? Since I'm filming, I'm going to use a combination of both. My glue gun will just hold it really quick. And then if I need to switch up, I can. Let's see. Let me just start it off here. And I will post that other bottle. I love doing these bottles with the Patron bottles. They're just shaped so differently, so uniquely. And see, I have a little bit of Mod Podge coming out there, but that's okay because it's going to dry clear anyway. And I'm really liking that. That looks really pretty. It plays off of the other area there. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm just using some hot glue and some Mod Podge and getting it done. And my Dollar Tree paintbrush. I think it came in a set of 5 or 6 paintbrushes. And it's working. So you just have to use what works for you. Everything doesn't have to be expensive to be nice. And I'm not afraid to tell people, yeah, that came from Dollar Tree. I think they'll be more fascinated that the fact that you made something look so elegant that came from Dollar Tree. Right, DIY and crafting on a budget. Oh, and I got some stuff on there. Let's get that off. It's my glue gun acting up there. This is going to be so cute when it dries. And you'll have to go and look at that other video that's similar to this. So we got 2 sides done so far. I'll post that video below so you can take a look at it just to give you another idea of what you can do to these with these bottles. And I'm going to go ahead and finish the other 2 sides, and then I'll come back and we're going to add our flowers. So this is what it looks like, and while I was sitting here waiting for the glue to dry, I started experimenting. And so I said, what would it look like if I put some of that diamond wrap around the bottom? And I absolutely love this. This would look really pretty on a nightstand, just as it is, even without the flowers. So we're going to go ahead and add our flowers in. So I'm just going to kind of experiment here. I definitely want this green in here. A little bit of that green. But before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and put in these little ones right here. These are so cute. And I think the colors just absolutely blend in. So I kind of want it to just kind of sit right on top there. I'm just trying this out, see how it looks. And some of it has the greenery on it. I think the greenery adds to the green in this. And let's see if I want to put, man, that looks really elegant. This looks really elegant. So I can just leave it like that. Let's see. I really wanted this green stuff in there, but I don't know. Kind of looks good just like that. Let's just see if I can find a smaller piece here to add in. And this is actually wired too, so I'm just going to kind of cut it away a little bit from the other stuff. I guess I need to show you what I'm doing here, huh? I'm just kind of cutting a little bit away. And then I'm going to stick it in here. Just to give it a little bit more height. And so what I like to do with these to keep them sturdy, oh, that looks so pretty. Let me just show you. I'm going to end up gluing it in a little bit. See, I could change these out if I want to, but that looks really pretty. Let's see, maybe one more of these flowers. I'm really loving these Dollar Tree flowers. Maybe one more of this in there. Have that fullness. And I'm thinking these are a big seller, these flowers right here, because they're just so cute. And I'm leaving the green on there. And I'm going to go back, once I get it the way I want, I'm going to go back and just glue this in, just gently glue it in. Just a little bit of hot glue, because I could always change it out. But I want you to see what that looks like. Look how pretty that is. Very elegant. I love the fact that I broke up the color by putting in that jute twine wrapped around there. Added my Dollar Tree flowers with just a little bit of that green. And if I want, I could put more in there. And who knows, tomorrow I might. But I'm just going to show you what I'm going to do. What I do with these is just put a little dots of glue. That way you can just pull them back out and put in another bouquet. But I don't want it to be shifting, so this will work just like that. Just let that dry. Okay, and it is in there. And so that's what it looks like. I will post pictures at the end. I'm really happy with the way this looks. And just the simple thing of putting this around the bottom really works. So I hope this inspired you. I hope this gave you a couple of ideas. If you don't want to use the paint, just spray it, spray paint it. I'm sure they have a color that's close to this in the stores. I usually buy my spray paint at Walmart, and they've got one called Rust-Oleum 2X. It's an ultra paint, and I love the coverage. So if you didn't want to take the time to paint, I love painting, you can use the Rust-Oleum. I'm sure they have a certain color that matches almost like this. So I hope that you like this tutorial. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to comment below. And I'll see you real soon. Bye.